Oh, good, and you?
Very well, thank you.
Very good, very good. Good to have you with us.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
No. دكتور عثمان كيفك؟
الحمد لله، حياكم الله عليكم.
الله يخليك. أنا
دكتور طالب.
نعم.
أنا ما تشرفتني يعني أتعرف عليك شخصيا، لكن اسمك كان سابق لك ومر عليك.
الله يخليك، الله يخليك.
الأستاذ العفالة كنا تزاملنا في اللجنة الوطنية للسياحة والترفيه والفعاليات، وكان من
مع الأمير سلطان.
بالضبط، مع الأمير سلطان. شرفتنا ذيك الأيام.
أهلا وسهلا، حياك الله حبيبي.
رأست اللجنة الاستشارية لمنظم الرحلات في المملكة.
صح.
وشرفت أيضا بعضوية اللي هي الغرفة التجارية في جدة، اللي هو اللجنة السياحية للترفيه والسياحة. كانت أول لجنة في المملكة تصير السياحة والترفيه. إحنا في جدة كمان نظمنا أول ملتقى للسياحة والسفر والترفيه في المملكة، وكان برضو في جدة، وتشرفت إني أكون مدير. يعني أنا سعيد إني عرفتك أولا أنت شخصيا، يعني ثروة لنا وللسياحة.
الله يخليك، الله يخليك. المملكة عندنا مهمة جدا.
إن شاء الله
السعودية مهمة جدا.
ما في كلام، وأنتم أكبر عون إن شاء الله لنا.
الله يخليك، الله يخليك.
ما يهون الأخوة الباقين. يعني يعني إحنا سعداء جدا إنه وصلنا اليوم أنا والدكتور عفالة. كانت أمانينا إن نشوف الوضع اللي الآن صاير، والحمد لله.
الحمد لله.
الحمد لله.
كانت حلم حقيقة.
It was a dream before, عشان because the others they need us to speak in English. Maybe it was a dream to see the Saudi tourist visa opened widely like that. I know some people they don't know. I don't know why my daughter name is coming, because I am using her computer. By the way, Mada, I will make sure to change it now.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. We had the visa before. I don't know if somebody knows or not. We had the visas in the 90s, and we did a lot of good jobs at that time before they stopped the visa, to restudy the years that we used it, and what can we do, how can we grow, how can we make changes, how can we become better. I'm glad to see it. And I'm glad to be a part of the transaction that is done here in my country.
I believe in the year 2000 you started with the scuba divers groups from Germany, and many people, as you mentioned, didn't know that the country was already open for tourism. True.
يعني مثل ما تذكرت، يعني مثل ما ذكرت حبيبنا، قصة الكفاح ما قبل الرؤية كانت. أنا كنت طبعا رئيس اللجنة السياحية في غرفة الأحساء، ورئيس اللجنة الوطنية للسياحة في مجلس الغرف السعودية. كان الزملاء في مختلف مناطق المملكة لما نزورهم يحملوننا أمنيات وطلبات واحتياجات، وكنت دائما أروح لسمو الأمير سلطان، وأتذكر زرت سمو الأمير منصور بن متعب يوم كان وزير للبلديات، وكنا نطالب حتى المدد الإيجارية. كانت المدد الإيجارية قصيرة جدا، ويقول لك كيف أنا أستثمر. فكان الأمير سلطان كل ما شافني قال لي عفالق ما في صندوق تنمية سياحية. ما في.
تذكر how much we fighted to have a bank that can support us.
Yes.
We used to be called المجاهدين السياحيين.
Yes, right.
يعني يمكن البايونير فايترز. الحقيقة كان يعني we have يعني very complicated problem before the Vision Saudi 2030. It was we were fighting for funding, loans, guarantees,
license.
even license. Also, the events usually, when we start the event for 10 days, as example, after the second or third day, they close it.
They stop
because some radicals, they stop it. A lot of complication. I stopped working in tourism. 2016. I shifted for consultation. But I wasn't active like before in the field itself. But I feel now the players in tourism, they play with the wind. Yes. Before the wind against us, we cannot do anything. Yes.
Exactly. That is right. It's a very correct description.
But alhamdulillah, everything changing, not only in tourism. The vision for even the investment. Before Saudi, the Commission of Tourism was taking care of the tourists and the complaint of the tourists, but the investors, nobody take care of them, nobody supporting them, nobody look after them. For that, when you see like entertainment in Eastern Division, like Prince Mohammed, tourist اللي هي tourist city in Half Moon in Al Khobar. It is closed because it was mechanical ride, and King Fahad tourist city in Dammam closed, and also Al-Shalal in Jeddah closed, Al-Rawda closed, because it is because the tourism it works as a matrix. You cannot do something perfect and the other not working. It is like circle.
It's a complete circle. Yes.
And also it was mechanical rides without, it is not connected with the culture. Like characters, like stories, like that time it was very limited, and a lot of noses will come in, and if you go to that field. Alhamdulillah, and it is opened.
Yes, it is. We're very happy. We're watching what's happening in Saudi Arabia with great excitement.
Allahumma
truly.
Alhamdulillah.
Allah khalik.
Hello, Ms. Julia Fuel. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Are you going to share any PowerPoint or documents or?
Yes, I'm going to just share a video, a very short one, less than 2 minutes, which just explains about OTT, and then I'll just talk for a few minutes after that, so I won't be too long, because I'm sure by the end of that time, everyone will appreciate a short presentation.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
You're welcome, Julia.
Mr. Habis, Assalamu alaikum.
أستاذ رائد. How are you, Raid?
أهلا معالي الدكتور.
هلا
منور الشاشة.
الله يخليك، تسلم.
أنا أشكرك لحضورك. الجو بارد عندك.
أبدا. It's snowing here. I was telling the group of people. It's snowing in Jordan, yeah.
And Tabuk and the weather in Riyadh yesterday, 3 degrees. The prince catch a little bit cold. I just speak to him. So he will be a little bit late, but he will be with us, inshallah.
Okay, good.
So he apologized for being late, but due to this cold wave that the region and the kingdom is experiencing. So we hope it will be okay. Mr. Sultani, you are there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I prepared if you could put the agenda on the screen.
So will you share the video in the beginning or?
Well, we will put the national anthem, then we will put the tourism video, and then we start.
So who will play the Saudi anthem? You or me?
You go ahead. You have
me. Yes. Okay. Yes.
You are the big boss tonight.
No, you are.
Yes, Reza.
Are experienced more than you. And I would like to know if Patricia with us from London.
Yes, she is.
She's here. She was on time. Also, Miss Aber was here in the beginning.
أهلا وسهلا أستاذ عبيد.
أهلا بك أستاذ رائد.
وسهلا. على فكرة ابني صهيب صديق ابني. صهيب رائد.
أيوة والنعم.
أنا شفتك كم مرة ما شاء الله في جدة التاريخية ومعك سياح فرنسيين.
بالفعل.
ما شاء الله عليك.
والقادم أجمل بإذن الله.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله.
كويس نكون متفائلين دائما.
She is the first female Saudi tour guide, and she's very professional. So I'm glad she is with us tonight.
Mr. Yanko.
It's my honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, who is else with us? We make introduction.
Mr. Yanko.
Mr. Yanko.
Yes, I am online.
Hello, Mr. Castel. Hello, Mr. Castel.
Yes, hello.
Where are you calling from?
I am from Bulgaria. I am general manager of the castle. It's a tourist attraction #1 in our country.
I know that. Bulgaria is a wonderful country.
Thank you very much. You are always most welcome.
Thank you.
Beautiful, and thank you, sir, for joining this webinar today. It's great to avoid industry professional joining this webinar, and inshallah it will be a series of webinars promoting OIC destinations. Hopefully we will promote also other global destinations. Anybody?
Clive. Mr. Clive.
Mr. Clive, please. MashaAllah, Dr. Talib, you know everybody globally, so you
System.
can moderate.
فوزية.
فوزية.
هلا فوزية, كيفك? How are you?
Fauzia is here.
No.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes, hello, how are you?
Hello to everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much. Could you please change your name if the speakers join with the wrong name, that because this is recorded and documented, so it will always show you with the wrong name. You can easily rename.
Okay.
Who is this? Okay, and please, who is not speaking, mute yourself. I'm muting everybody now, if you don't mind. Okay. So all the speakers, please use the correct name. Thank you very much. Miss, okay.
Dr. Abdul Latif, good evening. Sa'adallah Masak.
السلام عليكم. Good evening. الله يسعد مساك ويبارك فيك. سعيد بانضمامي لكم سعادة المستشار.
نحن اسعد ونتشرف. ما ادري كان بتكلم على كتاب داوود الجذور.
لا لسه، لا اذا يعني يمكن وقت ما نتكلم. انا ذكرت الاستاذ المنظم قصة أو المقدم مدير اللقاء إنه أنا عندي موعد الساعة 8، فقال لي تقريبا حدود الساعة 7:30 بيكون موعد مشاركتي.
بس التأخير دحين عشان سمو الأمير تعب شوية، بس نعطي لك مقدمة إن شاء الله على 8 تكون خلصت إن شاء الله. شكرا لك. وضحت.
Mr. Habis, your voice is not very clear. Would you please
اوكي.
do
يعني
something
انت
about
يا دكتور لازم تمشي من الويبنار 8.
نعم 8 يعني المفروض قبل لكن ممكن اقعد الى 8.
طيب ممتاز، نحن نحاول نجدول ونرتب الاجنده.
بليز. شكرا.
ضروري نبغى الناس تتعرف على كتاب الجذور ورسالتك في الدكتوراه عن مهد الحضارات وجبل قارة والتاريخ العظيم. So we will speak in English for everybody to understand. Right now we're just
My English is not perfect. Really.
That will be better. No, you're doing fine with English. Your English is good. I'm ready to help you anytime you want.
Thank you, Dr.
Dr. Khalid, mashallah, is a great help, Dr. Abdullah.
Allah yakhallik.
Yeah. So, whom else would like to? Now we are just taking easy discussion or introduction. Anybody?
Okay.
I think we should start.
Do we have our friends from India? Mr. Ratish? Yes. Okay. So what time is it now?
We are
7 or 8.
actually over time, but I still see people are keep joining us here on Zoom and also on YouTube. So maybe if you don't mind.
Let's give it some time because I think almost over 400 registered and still we have not reached 10%. So people may be trying to enter.
But they are watching on the YouTube as well, YouTube and the Facebook. This is live streaming, so it's not only Zoom here.
I see. Okay.
And yeah, people keep coming in.
We still have a couple of minutes to start.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Anytime you want, you say we can.
National anthem.
استاذ رايد حبيبي مساك الله بالخير.
يا هلا استاذ محمد.
مستشارنا الغزير. هلا الفيديو اللي ارسلته لك تبغى تشغله انت ولا تبغى تشغله مع البرزنتيشن حقتي؟
Mr. Sultani, you got the tourism promo video, right?
Yes, I have 2 videos here. I
The
will
one
play
I sent it to you last. A couple of
No,
videos.
that one you should play by yourself, please. I will.
Give to Mr. Muhammad the control. I don't have control. Okay, so
yes,
he will play it after the national.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So I will not play the tourism video.
No,
You
Mr.
play?
Muhammad will play the version he brought is very good. More.
Okay. Okay. So. Okay.
Okay, so we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
You're not heard. Your voice is very cut off.
Okay.
It's right. Yes, now it's better.
Okay. Do you see me, Dr. Tariq?
I can see you, yes, but we can't hear you clearly.
Because it's cold, we are wearing this suit tops.
Wallah.
Yeah, even Jeddah, we got very cold weather.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, everybody?
Hello,
Wa alaikum salam.
Who's this?
This is Brother Zain.
Oh, Brother Zain from San Francisco. Welcome. I'm very glad you joined.
It's too late to add it with my presentation.
Assalamu alaikum. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Brother Zain.
Okay, so please, Mr. Sultani, I will just make a small introduction and then we start our webinar, which is Umrah Plus tourism. And actually, I would like to thank you for the effort you put with me for almost now 2 months preparation. Also, I would like to thank His Excellency, Dr. Talib Al-Rifai, our big mentor, and the ex-UNWTO Secretary General for 2 terms, and ex-Minister of Tourism and Information in Jordan, on always his support and mentorship. And also, I would like to thank His Excellency Dr. Hisham Zazour, the ex-Minister of Tourism of Egypt, and all the members who really accepted to be participating as a guest speaker in this webinar, and all the participants globally who are participating in this webinar this evening, or if it's morning for you, or afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to start this webinar officially, and I would ask Mr. Reza to start the Saudi Arabian official anthem.
Can't hear it. Yes.
Mr. Hafiz, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Even though we did not hear the music or the sound, and please, I would like Mr. Mohammed Al-Nifai to play the Saudi promotional video for Saudi tourism, and it will give you a quick glimpse about various Saudi destinations. Mohammed, are you ready?
Yeah. Okay, it's on chat. Try to play it.
Can you put it in the screen?
I put it in the screen, or I sent it to Mr. Ahmed. Mr. Ahmed, can you do it from your side? Because
Yeah, but you can just share your screen, sir.
Okay.
Just click share.
Okay.
Again, I don't hear a sound.
Well, you should make it work first.
Blessed
Press on the
by a
button, yeah.
magnificent sunrise that pours life onto majestic mountains.
Make a full screen.
That's good.
Imagine lush mountains, breathing the freshest air. Imagine a country where you can discover your heritage and uncover a place in history time and time again. Imagine landing in a village where time stood still, where life begins again. Imagine a virtually uninhabited playground where one can experience a journey like never before. Look around you and imagine. Imagine what could happen to your country with respect for love and life and tradition and nature. Imagine Saudi Arabia. Imagine your kingdom.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sultani, Mr. Muhammad. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen, this is Saudi Arabia. After almost 100 years, Saudi Arabia, with the vision of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, opened up tourism visa for the whole world to integrate and connect Saudi Arabia with the rest of the globe. And as you can see, Saudi Arabia is the cradle or place of Mecca and Medina and Islam, but also Saudi Arabia have a history of almost 4,000 years since our great big prophet Ibrahim. He came and he built the Kaaba in Mecca al-Mukarramah, the holy city. And since then, there are a lot of historical, cultural sites. And I think Dr. Talib will highlight, and also Dr. Abdul Latif, he will give you more perspectives. He is an author of the book, The Roots, which he did his PhD, and he was the chairman of the Saudi Tourism Association. Right now, I would like to welcome His Royal Highness, Dr. Abdulaziz bin Nasser. He's the chairman of the Basira Group, and he is giving a lot of support to help the globe to also understand the various initiatives that Saudi Arabia is now with the Vision 2030 offering in terms of tourism projects or tourism packages or tourism opportunities. So I would like to have His Royal Highness give his welcoming speech, if you are ready, Your Highness.
We cannot hear the prince
or see him.
With us in the chat. Okay, maybe he have difficulty in his mic. So I would like to welcome His Excellency Dr. Talib Rifai once again, and kindly, Your Excellency, if you can share with our guest tonight, being, global tourism leadership, as well as you lived in Saudi Arabia and you are the ex-Minister of Tourism of Jordan. And how do you see the future of tourism in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia, in the Middle East, in OIC countries, please?
Thank you so much, Mr. Raid. I want to thank you first for taking the trouble of bringing us all together. You're always at the pioneering edge of every good effort. Mr. Reza Sultani also has a great job doing that. Your Royal Highness, if you're listening to me, you welcome you also very much. Mr. Hisham Zazua, my good friend, ex-Minister of Tourism of Egypt, you're welcome. Now, Saudi Arabia is a very dream country. Saudi Arabia is not a country that can just pass by you. The problem was before that the country was not open for tourism, not open for visitors. Many things were happening in Saudi Arabia without people knowing about it. Now the people can get to know the real culture of Saudi Arabia. I in Jordan have in common with Saudi Arabia, Al-Ula. The Petra, the Nabateans were in southern Jordan and northern east Saudi Arabia. The capital of Nabateans, Petra, has seen a lot of good things coming from Saudi Arabia. Now, Umrah Plus is a very good opportunity for all of us to get together in the region and benefit not just from the Umrah direct visit of a few days, but also add on to that another few days in Jordan, in Lebanon, in Egypt, in Emirates, in Oman, Kuwait. All of these countries have a lot to offer. What I'd like to say is a very simple message. You come to these countries, come to Saudi Arabia, not to change it, but it will change you. You should respect what they have. You should come and be ready for the change, because no country in the world has to change for its visitors at all. You have to come and adjust yourself. This is a message that I must submit to everybody here. Saudi Arabia is not a country that could just pass by there and expect it to change according to your wishes and your needs. You have to respect the culture, to respect the tradition. You have to do that in order to help Saudi Arabia to remain open. So, if you want to get drunk, if you want to lay lazy on the beach, you can do that in many countries around the world. But if you come to Saudi Arabia, you must respect what you see and what you have. That's the beauty and that's the strength of Saudi Arabia. It's a country that has a lot to give and a lot to offer. It's a country with great history, before Islam even. Islam is only 1,400 years ago. But before that, there were tradition and lots of civilizations in Saudi Arabia, starting from Mecca, Medina, Jeddah, all the way north, or the east part of Saudi Arabia, the western part also. So I advise you all to come to Saudi Arabia and see for yourself what you're missing in life. Because contrary to much of the propaganda outside on Islam and on Saudi Arabia is a country that welcomes everybody. Nobody is not welcomed in Saudi Arabia, but you're welcomed as a guest of Saudi Arabia. So you have to respect what you see. You have to be a good visitor. That's what I ask of every visitor anywhere around the world. You must adjust to the culture around you. And Saudi Arabia has very significant and important culture. That's the only way we can help Prince Mohammed bin Sultan bin Salman to achieve his 2030 vision without much resistance, neither from inside nor from outside. I want to thank you all for being with us today. That's my message to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Raed. Thank you so much, Mr. Rida. Thank you, Your Highness, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Talib, for this words and for these remarks that you delivered. And now I would like to welcome His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Nasser. He had trouble with the mic. He will speak to you in Arabic, and perhaps you can translate.
It will be a pleasure. I shouldn't have spoken before the Prince, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
عبد العزيز طال عمرك موجود معانا؟ Your Highness. Small Amir.
I think Your Highness is muted. You should ask him to unmute.
يبغى له أحد يفتح المايك عندك.
العمر تحت تحت الصور في المايك ميوت وعليه شفطه حمراء. اعمل.
Yeah.
اوكي فتح المايك.
الو.
ايوه سمو الامير تفضل. سمو الامير تفضل.
تفضل.
السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.
Peace be on you.
عليكم السلام ورحمه الله وبركاته.
And greeting to everyone. It is a great pleasure to be the chairman of this Women's and Saudi Arabia Tourism and Umrah Plus. I would like to welcome the Honorable Dr. Talib al-Rifai.
Thank you.
ودكتور هشام
زعزوع.
this. Anyhow, I will continue in Arabic. Is it okay?
Yes,
It's
sir.
okay.
Your Highness. Arabic, and we are one family here.
اوكي. طيب انا اشكر العموم على هذا اللقاء الجيد.
Thank you all for speaking.
واتمنى من الله التوفيق للعموم، وان شاء الله في فرص كثيره للمملكه العربيه السعوديه بالنسبه للسياحه، وهي معلومه لديكم. ولكن
And by the way, here in Far-
نعم، وانتهز هذه الفرصة لأرحب بالعموم في هذا اللقاء المبارك، وإن شاء الله تكون لدينا الفرصة الكاملة لتحقيق رؤية 2030 للمملكة العربية السعودية.
I'm pleased to congratulate you.
His Excellency just expressed his deep appreciation to His Excellency Dr. Talib Al-Rifai and to His Excellency Dr. Hisham Zazi, the ex-Minister of Tourism of Egypt, and to all the guest speakers participating in this webinar, and to everybody participated in this webinar tonight. I welcome you all to visit the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and we welcome also any ideas, suggestions, investors, or tour operators, or airlines, or technology companies that they would like to participate in Saudi tourism, and also to be part of this initiative, Umrah Plus. Thank you, Your Highness, for attending and for delivering the welcoming speech. And we really appreciate that you made it, even though you have gone through with the current temperature in Riyadh. It's going through severe 33-degree cold weather. So I really deeply appreciate your attendance and coming and be with us to give us all the support that inshallah we look forward. Shukran.
شكرا سمو الأمير. شكرا سمو الأمير.
And I'm going to help anybody who would like to invest in Saudi Arabia for the tourism, and I would like also to tell them that we do have here a lot of opportunity for the investment here in Saudi Arabia, and for the tourism we do have a short shoreline, and which is around 1,600 kilometers on the Red Sea, and 3,000.
His Highness just said that Saudi Arabia have about 1,600 kilometers from the north west side of Saudi Arabia shoreline all the way to the south, Jizan. It's virgin, beautiful beaches. There are many projects like Neom, Red Sea, Amala, and now many projects also in the mountains and in the south of Saudi Arabia. And His Highness also is working on developing a tourism resort project, 3 million square meter in Riyadh, in the middle of a beautiful desert area, which will be hosting the Six Flags Atlantis, and this going to be a major world tourism attraction spot.
And it will be the biggest hotel in the world, desert hotel, and it's the area, it's 3 million square meter, and it will be fencing by
a gated community.
Gated community, and it will be run by Peninsula Hotel, and it will be one of the biggest resorts in the world.
Inshallah, His Highness is working on this resort. It's, as we said, 3 million square meter. There is going to be all power, and there is going to be artificial intelligence, robotics. It will have a cultural complex center. It will have waving pools and landscape, and it will offer also a few hotels and resorts. One of them will be managed by the Peninsula Hotel, but also there will be other hotel management brands participating in this project.
Your Highness, where are we in this project now? Where do we stand?
We are building now already 14 villas and the hotel with 80 rooms and 2 restaurants and 2 spa and horses camp and
so you already
golf area.
So you're already in the middle of construction now?
Yes, we are in the middle.
Good. Excellent.
Inshallah, next webinar, we will show you more of that project, and also those interested in participating in development, investment, management, they are welcome, inshallah, or marketing.
Inshallah.
Shukran ya Tawil al-Akhir. Now we give the special welcome to His Excellency Dr. Hisham Zazour from Egypt, the ex-Minister of Tourism, and now he's the chairman of very big tourism companies development in Egypt. And Dr. Hisham, when he heard about the Umrah Plus program, he said that it could be expanded not only to Saudi Arabia, but it could be Umrah Plus Egypt, Umrah Plus Jordan, and we spread that, inshallah, market to regional destination and to global destination. Your Excellency, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Raed, and thank you for this very kind invitation. Particularly, I'm enjoying listening and seeing again many very good friends stopped by my very dear friend and brother, His Excellency Dr. Talib Rifai. So thank you for that. And I also want to pass my best regards to His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Nasser, and thank him for his welcoming speech and welcoming remarks on the whole for Saudi Arabia and for its vision of 2030. And he's actually moving across this line in terms of tourism interest by developing projects himself in the Riyadh area. So all the very best wishes for him and for Saudi Arabia, of course. I believe my sharing today would be more on the fact that this is a preliminary session to set the ball rolling for our venture for the Islamic countries in that sense. And the idea of the Umrah Plus is a very good platform to start with. But I believe maybe we need to structure our efforts by having special working groups for specific goals, Mr. Raed, meaning people working on the research and seeing how can we put our aspirations and our objectives on the table by moving it in the right direction. So, and we have to put some proper codes for people participating to ensure that whenever we have an operation going under, let's say, the Umrah Plus platform, that the services rendered to the tourists, to the clients using this product would receive the highest of the services rendered and ensure the quality to be done in that respect. So I believe we should have a small working group, if I may, Mr. Raed and Dr. Talib, on behalf of everybody, to have specific objectives set with a timeline to achieve. And we can start with specific products like the Umrah Plus and invite countries that are interested to join, then select the ground handlers, the tour operators, the hotels, etc., that they would like to join. And we put a specific criteria for all that to ensure the quality. And then we can branch out to other areas and products that could interest the OIC 57 countries in that respect. There is a lot of interest in family business, in areas related to halal products, etc., in our business. And we can put Saudi Arabia as the pillar, the central point for that operation, stemming it from this point and branching out to other countries, including Europe, because we have big Muslim communities in many countries, and they need to have such kind of nature of an organization to help them contact all the participants when they need a specific product in that sphere. So that's my take today. I don't want to take much of others people platform, and I definitely look forward to cooperate and at your service from Egypt at least. Thank you very much, Mr. Raed.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for this beautiful thoughts and recommendation. And definitely it will be taken in consideration. If I may ask members attending the session to please, if they are interested to be part of that task force, to write in the chat, put their name and contacts, or maybe they can send an email so we can later develop the task force and the scope of the task force. And we welcome everybody, whether they are airlines or whether they are hotel management or travel agents or tour operators or technology companies, to be part of that think tank task force to put the strategy and programs accordingly. Thank you, Your Excellency. Okay. This is, by the way, the Umrah Plus is for, let's say, the global Muslim community, 1.7 billion Muslim around the globe. But also, I don't want to limit our thoughts or our vision only to Muslim travelers. No, Saudi Arabia have a lot of historical destination like Al-Ula, which is a 4,000 years ancient history that stretched from north of Medina all the way to Bethlehem and Jordan and Petra, and Dr. Talib maybe can elaborate more about that. Egypt also have a lot of historical sites like the pyramids, the pharaohs, and many of the region. Turkey also have a lot of historical sites. Yemen and also other part like Oman, they had that Zanzibar civilization. So if you like to elaborate a little bit, Dr. Talib, then we have our author, Dr. Abdulatif Al-Afari, of the roots, and then he will take us backward to 4,000, maybe more than that, of history to explain the civilization that were thousands of years ago in the region.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rai. In Jordan, we don't only have a common border with Saudi Arabia, like Egypt has the common sea, the Red Sea. The Red Sea, by the way, is one of the richest seas in the world with sea life because it's closed at the top end and at the bottom, very narrow. So the sea life in the Red Sea is the richest in the world. And it separates Saudi Arabia from Egypt only. On the other side is Egypt and Sudan. So Jordan has a common border and it has a common history. El-Patra and Al-Ula, they are joined together by the Nabatean culture, which is 2,500 years ago. That's a very important thing. I'm hoping that Umrah Plus would extend itself to include so many countries around Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is not looked at only as a country and destination, it's looked at as a leader that can light the torch for everybody in tourism. Tourism is a very important sector. Tourism is a very horizontal sector. Every sector in the world touches tourism. Gastronomy, food, agriculture, industry, anything can be connected to tourism. So tourism is a very important element of the Vision 2030 correct pace. And I'm looking to Saudi Arabia as a leader, as a big brother, to coach us into venturing into these new areas. Thank you very much, Mr. Raid.
Can I add something here, please?
Please.
Okay. In the 90s, when we had the tourist visa, we had the chance as a tour operator in Saudi Arabia to sign some agreement with some companies in Egypt and some companies in Jordan, because we had a chance to add 2 or 3 days to any tourist who is coming to any one of these 3 countries. For example, if somebody is coming to Jordan, we signed contracts that we can have the same tourist guides or groups comes from Jordan by road until Al-Ula, and they can enjoy the whole north of Saudi Arabia. The same thing we did with some companies in Egypt. I think the idea is so perfect from Dr. Sazu, from you, from anybody in the world. Yes, joint can cover the whole area and we can restart the same ideas and the same programs again, and we can have, or we can benefit all of us out of that.
In tourism, it's not the competition. What's good for my neighbor is good for me also. The more people come to my neighbor's place, the more people come to me. Exactly. So it's makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, this is why
You're
I
right.
gave the example. Okay.
You're right. You're right.
What they call in marketing, expanding the product life cycle.
Yes.
So always when you add on product, will be for longer life, and then you get more market share. Now, please, because of time, I would like to welcome His Excellency Dr. Abdulatif Al-Afari. He is the ex-chairman of the Saudi Tourism Society at the Chambers of Commerce in Riyadh. Also, he's a developer in tourism project Al Agar Mountain, and he's the author of the Route book, which he will take us through that journey. So, Your Excellency,
he's also a friend. He's also a very good friend.
Very good friend. That's the first time I know you know each other.
Yeah, we know each other, of course, from a long time.
That's great.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raed, for this great introduction. I hope I can present something useful. And يعني أسعد الله مساك سمو الأمير. And good night or good evening for everybody. My English is little bit weak, but Dr. Talib, he promised that he will support.
Yes, of course. Your English is perfect. English is very good.
Thank you very much.
And Dr. Talib will assist, don't worry.
Yes.
Thank you. First of all, I'll give you like some background about myself. I'm a developer. Before I was a developer for real estate developer. Then I shift to tourism. Then I developed Land of Civilization project in Al Gara Mountain in Al Hassa. It is amazing, 12 caves, huge caves. When I start this project, there is a lot of questions about the civilization in Saudi Arabia. There is a civilization or not? What if there is? What is the civilization? How deep is it? Is it connected with the international culture, the local culture? Is it connected with the international culture, or it was separated? I study it as like a PhD standard. I promise myself that to do it. I put my nose in culture while I'm in development. That time, I spent 12 years to publish my book, Juthur, the roots of the human history, the human total human history. It was working. That project. There is a lot of question like, who is the human we are talking about? It is the modern human, since Adam and his sons. And when this human was raised up, and where? This is, I study this from the science side. I put the timeline of archaeology, the archaeology timeline, and the old climate timeline to study first when the oldest archaeology founds, or what they call it, اللي هو الآثار البشرية دكتور. الآثار البشرية في الجزيرة العربية للمودرن هيومن في المملكة هي الأقدم البشرية. كان مفصل لإنسان، وبعدين الخطوات السبع خطوات اللي هي عمرها 120,000 سنة، والخطوات عمرها والمفصل عمره 90,000 سنة. وهذه بالنسبة. Sorry.
It's okay. I just wanted to. He studied the evolution of the culture in Saudi Arabia and how it started thousands of years ago, from the bones of people to the archaeological remains. Everything was studied in detail. Shukran.
Then also a lot of archaeology things for the material in UAE, Arab Emirates, and also in Oman and other countries. And this book with almost 800 pages reached to that the Arab Peninsula, it is the modern human home. During this study, I passed with all or most of the civilizations or the histories in the peninsula, especially in Saudi Arabia, and very deep with the Eastern division of Saudi Arabia. And also, when I mix it with my experts of building or developing tourist destination, I think we have very strong opportunity for investing in the tourist destination, cultural tourist destination, which it is. I think this is one of the most important field in tourism. It needs to be enhanced with the local roots and international standard of tourism services. And also, this give me a lot of or wide angle expert. Then I established a company. It is Tatweer Consultancy. It is to develop the project of cultural tourist project. Now we started, and we are very near to start to go to the field. Inshallah, very soon we will reach this point. But the point I have, which is I want to explain it, that Saudi Arabia, it is different civilizations, different history area, and also the climate. Climate is very mixed, from culture and nature, and هي بيئة طبيعية. اللي أنا ودي أقوله أنها بيئات طبيعية متنوعة، فيها الشاطئ، فيها الغابات، فيها الواحات الزراعية، النخيل وكذا، فيها الصحاري، فيها الشواطئ، فيها ثقافات ممتدة ومتنوعة، فيها فرص كبيرة جدا جدا للاستثمار. والسعودية تستهدف في 2030. Saudi Arabia is targeting 100 million tourists to Saudi Arabia. Then it shows there is a potential for cultural and other side, but especially I think cultural. It is not yet served professionally in Saudi, and there is a potential in this field. And I ask everybody to invest in this field.
Sir Abdul Latif spoke about cultural diversity and environmental diversity. He spoke about Saudi Arabia being a place where many climates are coexisting, like the deserts, like the seas, like the mountain. It is both winter and summer at the same time. So it's a cultural diversity based on environmental diversity. That's what he wanted to say. And the opportunities are tremendous here. Sir Abdul Latif, I have a question for you. May I? Please.
Sorry?
I have a question for you.
Okay, you are welcome.
I saw a movie, a series on BBC called The Journey of Man, where people came out of Africa, East Africa. The first stop was in Saudi Arabia, in the Arab Peninsula. Then from there, they went to India, they went to Australia, went to China, they went to Kazakhstan, they went to Europe. Is that proven also? That this is the first? Yeah. It's called The Journey of Man.
Yes. When we talk about evolution, they will drive you to Africa, and also maybe it is easy to me to speak in Arabic.
Please.
إذا رحنا لنظرية التطور هي تربط سلسلة التطور بالإنسان الحديث بالكائنات التي كانت قبله، البشر اللي كانوا قبله. فهذه السلسلة إذا ربطناها بالكائنات ما قبل التطور فهي ترتبط بالنندرتال والهيمو إيراكتوس والهيمو بابلس والقردة العليا في أفريقيا. بالتالي هم ينظرون أن الإنسان جاء عبر هذه السلسلة من هنا. بينما أنا يعني أنا أنتمي وألبس قبعة التصميم الذكي وأستخدم نفس المنهج العلمي. أنا طورت منهج علمي مختلف مستقل عن التطور، ولكنه يعمل بأدوات التطور، نفس أدوات التطور. والمدرسة التطورية هي التي يعني أنا أخذت منها الإنسان. رجحت أن الإنسان في الجزيرة العربية باعتبارات علمية كثيرة. يعني أنا إن شاء الله أني أقدم لك نسخة من الكتاب وأتشرف بهذا، وتجد أنه نموذج يرجع الإنسان الحديث، لأنه هنا لما نروح بالتطور فمعناها التطور يرجعك إلى أفريقيا. بينما إذا أخذنا أنه السلسلة انفصلت بخلق مستقل لسيدنا آدم، ولكنه في هو نفس التطور، يعني نفس السلسلة، ولكن هناك جاب لاعتبارات شرحتها في الكتاب. فالفكرة تكون الجزيرة العربية وبالذات والأديان. يعني مثلا التوراة يتكلم عن فيشون وجيحون والفرات وحداقل. طبعا اللوكيشن اكزاكتلي لما اروح لما تروح للاديان وتروح للميثولوجيا يحدد لك اللوكيشن نقطة البداية أنها وادي الخليج العربي. وادي الخليج العربي هو نقطة بداية البشر، ومنها انتشروا للعالم ووصلوا إفريقيا ووصلوا أماكن أخرى. يعني هو السؤال اللي يجي، هل الهجرة تمت من إفريقيا إلى الجزيرة ومنها للعالم، أو أنها من الجزيرة طلعت ووصلت لإفريقيا ونفس الفكرة؟ هي اللي يرجح هذا الكتاب أن الهجرات البشرية خرجت من الجزيرة العربية وانتشرت في العالم بما في ذلك أفريقيا.
دكتور عبد اللطيف، ما أدري تحب تترجم؟
Yes, Dr. Abdul Latif was saying that the series I was referring to talks about man coming out of Africa. Actually, what came out of Africa was the development of mankind. Mankind came out of the Saudi Arabia, of the Arab Peninsula, modern mankind. Adam and the consequences of that. All religions came out of Saudi Arabia. Actually, they were connected to the development of man. So what he's proposing now is a theory that connects everything to the Arab Peninsula and says that from the Arab Peninsula, everybody went to locate themselves around the world, which is more logical and more likely. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Abdul Latif.
Thank you, Dr. Talib. Thank you, Dr. Abdul Latif. I think his book now is being published in Jarir bookstore, and his evaluation theory, he make a comparative, research between the theory that man came from monkeys, but now in his theory that man originated from
Arab Peninsula.
And that route migrated to Africa, to Asia, to Europe, and to all the world. So it's an interesting book, and if you have time and money, I recommend you buy it. Thank you, Dr.
Is the book is in Arabic only now?
للأسف الآن بس عربي يعني. إن شاء الله أنا أشتغل على كتاب مختصر. الآن أشتغل على كتاب مختصر رواية علمية تحكي قصة الإنسان وانتشارهم من الجنة إلى نيوزيلندا. نيوزيلندا طبعا آخر بقعة وصلها البشر 800 قبل الميلاد، وإن شاء الله هذا هو اللي حيترجم للإنجليزية.
What Mr. Abdul Latif is saying that the book now is in Arabic, but he's summarizing it. So it would be translated into English. It would talk about the evolution of man from Saudi Arabia, from the Arab Peninsula to New Zealand at the time. I would even suggest that man crossed from Alaska and went to Americas through China. The Red Indians, so to speak, Native Americans, were coming from China, were coming from northeastern Asia as well. After that, after 800.
Thank you, Dr. Talib. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the theme and the concept of the Umrah Plus, that from Saudi Arabia to the globe, and we are looking forward to connect our world with the globe and connecting our world. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Now,
Mr. Habis, I'm sorry, I just want to quickly mention that there are more than 400 people watching this directly on our website, tourismwebinar.com. Thank you very much also to them for watching and not joining us from Zoom, but are on YouTube and other platforms. Thank you very much. Yes, please.
Thank you for managing this webinar, Dr. Reza, and much appreciated. Now, please, I would like our colleague, the first female tour guide in Saudi Arabia, and she will take you through the history of the peril of the sea, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, which again, she will give you how ancient the city and what you will see and experience when you visit it. And please make sure you request Abir Abu Sulaiman to do that tour guide for you. Please, Abir, take the mic.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. Thank you, Mr.
Hello.
Raif, for this introduction. Well, the title Umrah Plus is very attractive. So when people have the chance to come, and which is a very easy process, they don't only have the chance to perform the Umrah, but also they can benefit from the beautiful touristic sites. Jeddah is the nearest. Jeddah, when it was registered in the UNESCO, in Saudi Arabia, we have 6 UNESCO sites, and we have 20 on the waiting list. So Jeddah is the 3rd UNESCO site registered in 2014. In the registration, it was written the gate of the holy city or the holy cities. So Jeddah, which is a very beautiful touristic area, but also a 3,000-year-old city. We know also 2,500 years ago, we had a tribe called Bani Quda'a. They came and settled. They were fishermen, and they named their son Jeddah after the city. Usually, we name the cities after people, but here with the Bani Quda'a, it was the opposite. The beautiful city of Jeddah that was registered as a UNESCO heritage in 2014 is a beautiful city built with coral stones. The windows that we call Roshan, which is a Persian word, Razan, are made with thick wood with these also unique doors. So this is part of the experience of our dear pilgrims who can come, and after finishing, they can enjoy a beautiful tour in the city of Jeddah, which is less than an hour by the highway. Jeddah is not only the historical area where there are many stories that can be told. We have one of the beautiful mosques, Shafi'i, that was built 1,400 years ago when Sayyidina Umar, the second caliph or successor after Prophet Muhammad, prayed in that place. The mosque has been restored and established several times, but the minara is still standing, and it was built in the 13th century. Jeddah itself was well known from the 7th century when Sayyidina Uthman, the 3rd successor of the Prophet, ordered that the port of the Islamic world would be from Jeddah. So Jeddah was known from very old time. But as all the cities of Saudi Arabia, with all the progress that we're seeing, it is a beautiful, you have the modern side and you have the historical place that was preserved and is preserved very well. As the dear speakers have mentioned, we have this beautiful vision of 2030, where the main focus is on tourism. We are aiming to have 30 million pilgrims per year and 100 million tourists by 2030, which is not a big number as many people may think, because already we have reached 41 million, but we are looking also for an outcome that will decrease from 3% to 10%. We have so many new projects in Jeddah happening. But again, if I go to the touristic sites, I can tell our dear guests of performing their Umrah, they can enjoy the beach, the Corniche, which is one of the most beautiful projects of the city of Jeddah, with a long more than 40 kilometers, and part of it has an open museum with more than 36 sculptures made in the 80s by international artists. They can also visit the new Corniche, which has a beautiful place for performing sports, riding bicycles, making picnic. But if I don't think I have enough time to say all the beautiful places, the museums. We have some specialized museum, one of them Al-Tayyibat, where you can spend 3 days. We have the Islamic Art House, which is specialized in the Islamic arts. We have also a few beautiful places as long as we are on the Red Sea, like the fish market. So, well, there are so many beautiful places to be visited, and this is very important to be noticed for our dear guests. And already we have made many tours for the pilgrims. Once they have finished from their Umrah, they come and spend full day, 6 to 8 hours in Jeddah. And this is really an unforgettable experience for them, plus the religious rituals, because now the tourism in Saudi Arabia is not only religious. We have entertainment, we have medical, we have environment, we have as well business. As His Highness was saying, they are having a huge program and project. So this is really a very beautiful opportunity for people performing the Umrah to have advantage and profit from these beautiful areas next to Mecca, Taif as well, Jeddah, and be a real tourist and enjoy the beautiful sights in these two cities next to Jeddah.
The building behind you, Abir.
Yes.
Is that in Jeddah? Is that in Jeddah?
Yes, that is Nasif House.
Beautiful.
Yes, that is a 154-year-old house, but we have 400-year-old houses, plus the Minara. We have an archaeological site where they found wood dating from 1,400-year-old, and it's called Al-Abanos Mosque, where Sayyidina Uthman ibn Affan has prayed. So we're talking thousands years.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Abir. You forgot to talk about the grave of Eves.
That is my favorite story. Why we are named Jeddah. Jeddah means grandmother. Why we're called grandmother? Because we believe that Eve, when she descended here in Jeddah, and she met with Adam in Arafah. Arafah means to know each other, and this is how they met again. We believe that Adam, he may came in India. They were giants. They did few steps and they met. And she is buried, as Mr. Raed is mentioning. Thank you for reminding me. She is buried in cemeteries that we call Hawa. We believe that the word Hawa is Hawa, Havva, Eva, Eve. This is the evolution of the word Eve. It started with the word Hawa. And some people might say it's a myth. I like to believe it's a true story, because there is no other city in the world that tells you that Eve is buried in their city. And we have also beautiful photos taken by the French mission in 1905 for this beautiful cemetery.
Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
also, Ministry of Culture hosted 2 weeks ago the Red Sea Filming City, and they would like to make more cultural events. A lot of celebrities attended from Hollywood and Egypt and all over the globe, and now they are supporting more youth to be innovative and filming and writing.
And allow me, Mr. Raed, you are right. At this movie festival, this international movie festival will happen every year in December. So it's not a one-time event. It is a consistent, and this is what we're looking, the sustainability in any tourism domain.
Thank you. Also,
right.
if you can highlight that Jeddah did the fastest Formula One track and hosted successfully the Formula One.
And we're having it again in March. Formula One is coming back in March. We had also our first culinary festival food in December as well. And yeah, thank you, Mr. Raed. The events in Jeddah are really numerous, because this is a beautiful city that mixes between the beach, history, valleys. So you have everything in this beautiful city, the gate of Mecca.
Thank you. Jeddah is only 75 kilos, the gate of the two holy mosques, Mecca and Medina. And now if you highlight about the speed train, the government and the new Jeddah airport, which the government invested 50 billion. So now we have a high-speed train. It's only 2 hours from Jeddah airport, and it's a beautiful high-class train. And it's only about 30 minutes to Mecca, and pilgrims, they can use it. They can use the Jeddah and Medina airport, and accessibility is very high to reach to either now two international airports to come for Umrah, either to Mecca or Medina. And in the past ancient time, they used to come by sea. But thanks God to this development. Anyways, there are going to be many events, and also the Jeddah Festival is coming, I think in March. It's going to be huge, and many sport events that have been organized, like the Spanish La Liga Cup, the King Cup of Spain, Real Madrid, and Barcelona, and many Atlantico clubs, they did their finals. Also, the Italian football clubs, AC Milano, etc., they hosted them in Jeddah. They hosted also the Global Boxing Championship. Joshua was here. So there are many activities that are going to take place in Jeddah, and we say this is the start. And not only in Jeddah, actually it's all over Saudi Arabia. Currently we have the Tantura Winter Festival in the north of Medina, Al-Ula, and later on we will have in the high mountaineer area in Asir, in Baha, Abha, also a lot of events, and many events are coming to the Eastern province. So Riyadh Festival was the biggest festival in the globe that was organized about 2 weeks ago. And how many visitors? Do you know, Abir?
Yes, up to 5 million. They passed already the 5 million in the first week.
Yes.
So, and then I lost the track.
No problem. Welcome to Saudi Arabia Umrah Plus program. And now, please, I would like to welcome our colleague, Mr. Mohammed Al-Nifai. He is one of the pioneers in the tourism industry in Saudi Arabia, being chairman of the Jeddah Chamber of Commerce Tourism Committee, as well as a member of the National Tourism Board Committee. Now, Mr. Mohammed have his own destination management company, Danat Al Faris. They are a partner with Basira Group, and we selected this company because they are highly professional. They know how to be attentive to luxury traveler or to groups or to student groups or to family. Even if there is one person, they can take care of him. So Muhammad, please take the mic.
Assalamu alaikum. His Royal Highness Prince Abdullah
Abdulaziz bin Nasser.
Abdulaziz bin Nasser, Your Majesty, all of our attendees, I will appreciate your time. I will try to go to the points as much as I can. As a tour operator in Saudi Arabia, we are willing to provide all type of assistance that the tourists need in Saudi Arabia. And I'm showing one screen now. It shows our services. We do the tourist visa, we do the guiding, accommodation, all kinds of tourism, and we do the entertainment, insurance, and even transportation and entertainment. This slide speaks about me. I don't like to speak that much about myself, but I was in the field for a while. I had a chances to be a member of a lot of committees. One of them is what we are talking about is extended Umrah. It was started long time, then it has been stopped. Now it will start again with a better programs and a better organizers. Who we are a part of Al Faris International. Faris International Group is a big group. They started more than 30 years ago, exactly in 1984. They have 14 branches in the kingdom. We are in Slovenia, Turkey, we are in London, and we had an office in New York. When we saw the importance of the local tourism 3 years ago, and we heard that the visa is coming back, we started Danat Al Faris, and it is specialized on the local tourism in Saudi Arabia. Reason why? Because we know the country is heading to tourism. The income of tourism should exceed or reach at least 10% of our GDP, because it is now around 3.5. The goal of 2030 that the income from tourism should reach 10% or more. We will show in one of the screens some of the packages that we offer for Saudi Arabia, and I'm talking about inbound, and we are willing to offer all these packages through online or through contacting us or through our partner, as Mr. Raid said. These are some of the packages we design. The second part I will talk about is why you invest in Saudi Arabia, especially in tourism. The government of Saudi Arabia finally gave tourism the chance to grow and to be one of the best countries in the world on tourism fields. For example, we started 5 mega projects. These 5 mega projects will cost around 500 billion, and these are known by all of you. And we are expecting to have, or when these projects be on operation, to provide at least 1.6 million jobs for Saudis. And we know, all of us, that in the world, 1 out of 10 of the work is related to tourism in any other field. How we are planning to do that in Saudi Arabia? We used 2 ways, or 2 plan, or 2, you can call it whatever, to reach what we are planning to. Stage 1 was Discover Saudi Arabia. And this stage already started, and it's supposed to end by 2022. And this will give an awareness about our country to the international visitors. The second phase is supposed to start in 2022 until 2030. And this will be live the Saudi experience, live the Saudi experience. We need people to come to Saudi to live the culture, to see the country in different ways. Yes, we are a Muslim country, and we have the Umrah and Hajj. We have the two holy mosques, and we are proud of having them. But on the other hand, we have a lot of chances and places that you should see. And for example, the Qiddiya in Riyadh, one of the 5 mega projects, will cost 10 billion Saudi riyal, and it is expected to start by end of 2023. The Amala project, which is in the Red Sea, and we all know how the Red Sea, it's beautiful, clean, and you can do a lot of tourism activities there, like diving, swimming, snorkeling, and we had a lot of visitors, especially they came to do diving in the Red Sea. The other example is the Red Sea project, which cost about 3.7 billion, and this project is one of the biggest, and it will generate around 70,000 jobs for locals. And we will not forget the most important is the Diriyah Gate. They have a lot of projects going on now. Some of them will be ending by 2022. Some of them will continue. And the value of the Diriyah projects around 75 billion riyal. From the last one I will talk about is Ula. And the Ula, or they call it Al-Hijr. Al-Ula is one of the destination that we are trying to raise the number of tourists to come over. We are aiming to reach between 2 to 4 million a year, because Al-Ula season is around 3 to 4 months a year, but you can visit anytime. To talk about the new projects which is starting in Saudi Arabia in this year, we have the new Jeddah downtown, which is a big project. Jeddah downtown will be something different. You will enjoy to go. It will have a lot of places for entertainment, for relaxing. There will be hotels, there will be some apartments, and you can enjoy the downtown of Jeddah and live the history that is more than 3,000 years old. We have Souq Uqad in Taif, and they are already start working on it, and it will cost around 8 billion Saudi riyal. In Riyadh, we will have the biggest sports and entertainment city in Riyadh, and it will be hopefully by the end of the 2021 or 2022. Reason why some of these projects are delayed, we all know what the pandemic did to the countries around the world, and we are one of them. And I think this may affect a little bit of our programs in the tourism in Saudi Arabia. The country is full of everything. If you want to come for history, we have the history. If you want to come for entertainment, we have a lot of places to go. If you are coming for the weather, for the mountain, for the climbing, We have all these programs ready to be executed. All you have to do is just contact the right person and the right company. We have more than 100 tour operator companies in Saudi Arabia. We trained more than 1,000 tour guides, and I was lucky to be one of the TT, train the trainer for tour guiding, because I was a tour guide before. Then I took train the tour guides. Then I took the TT from the World of Federation in Greece. We are trying to do the tourism the way it should be done, with the level that expected from everyone who is willing to come to Saudi Arabia. When I go back to Umrah Plus the government made Umrah so easy. You can just apply for the tourist visa from the website. You can get the visa in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, which is incredible in Saudi Arabia or anywhere. We are proud to have this done in our country. You can have your visa while you are staying home with your computer and some information you need to do, which is never done anywhere. The second thing is you can do your Umrah and enjoy the tourist program. If you want to come to do Umrah, we know all of us Umrah is 3-4 hours in the Haram, and the rest of the time you are here, you are looking for something else. Mecca is full of places any Muslims will be willing to see. You can go and see the museums in Mecca. You can go and see the factory of Al-Kaaba dress. You can go and visit all the areas that we do Hajj in around Mecca. A lot of history. You can go to Jabal Hira. You can visit the mountain of Hira. You can see where Prophet Muhammad was there. And there is a lot of packages for Muslims and non-Muslims in Saudi Arabia. And please allow me to welcome all of you on behalf of Mr. Raed and his group. I enjoyed being with you, and we are happy to answer any questions if there is any questions.
Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad. Lovely presentation, very informative. And actually, I just want to highlight that now the tourist visa could be applied, as Muhammad said, from the mobile or the laptop in less than 10 minutes for 60 nationals, 60 countries. They can get it immediately. And Saudi Arabia have really done a beautiful job in terms of controlling COVID. All integrated the application from the time you apply for the Umrah visa. It will check with IATA Travel Pass, your PCR, your vaccination, and you can make the online payment for the visa, and immediately you can come to Saudi Arabia. Also, for those 60 countries, they can get the visa in all international Saudi airports like Jeddah, Riyadh, Medina, and Dammam. We hope to see you. One important point is in Mecca, there is a beautiful city in the south, Taif, which is about 3,000 meters above sea level. And there was the Silk Road market, where people from Yemen to China, India, and Syria used to do the Red Sea, the Silk Road trading. When you also go further to the south, you go to Al-Baha region. Again, it's a high mountaineer area, and it have 4 friends of the Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like Abi Huraira. It's a beautiful greenery. It's cloudy and raining like London weather. Again, if you travel from there to Abha and you find a beautiful area called the Soda, which is high up in the mountains. And it's a beautiful mountaineer area. The governor of Asir launched a cultural strategy about 3 months ago, and the Crown Prince approved a company called Soda, which is going to invest over 20 billion Saudi riyal to develop sports and ecotourism area. So they are going to have also other festival for those tourists looking for culture and tranquility and ecological or environmental tourism. Thank you, Mohammed. Now, I would like to welcome our big guest tonight, Mrs. Patricia, the Saudi Marketing and Sales Manager in Europe, but she is based in London. And without Saudi, tourists, cannot really come on direct flight from 85 global destinations. And Saudi offer a big network, beautiful fleet. I will give our friend Patricia to tell you more about Saudi, the national carrier, our partner in this Umrah Plus program. Patricia, please take the mic.
Welcome, Your Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz bin Nasser, partners and colleagues, and ladies and gentlemen connected from across the world. Well, firstly, I would like to thank His Royal Highness for honoring us with his presence. And of course, I'd like to thank Mr. Raid Habis and Basir Exhibitions and Conferences for organizing this global webinar and for the opportunity to present Saudi Arabian Airlines' role within Discover the Undiscovered. You all heard my name, of course, Patrizia Gallo. I'm a regional sales manager at Saudia, and I have European responsibilities based in London. For more than 75 years, Saudia has been the national carrier of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The airline connects families and friends and serves as a key partner to businesses in Saudi Arabia and across the globe, enabling them to discover our world. As Saudi Arabia's national carrier, Saudia plays a fundamental role in the Kingdom Vision 2030 by supporting the growth of the country's travel and tourism sector with one of the youngest fleets in the world. And it's my deepest belief that there is no successful country without a successful flag airline, and vice versa. As such, Saudia truly serves as the wings of Vision 2030. Well, I've seen a lot of seasoned traveler and, of course, a lot of big names there, and you all know, and there's no need for me to tell you the undisputed role Saudi has played since the early days of Saudi aviation. And as the main carrier of Hajj and Umrah, Saudi has been the gateway into Jeddah and Medina, providing unique facilities from the international and domestic airports, up to the hospitable in-flight services by proudly allocating a private space in some aircraft type for prayer time. This is because we are proud of our essence and traditions, as well as the national and religious duty. I would like to share with you some of the steps my company has taken to support the country's vision for building a better future. In traditional Saudi style, we have enhanced our services, our customer service, and of course our capabilities. And just to give you an idea, we operate one of the youngest fleets in the world. Our aircraft have an average lifespan of 6.5 years. And we are increasing our number of aircraft to serve even more destinations and departure points than ever before. We operate 27 domestic destinations from our hubs of Jeddah and Riyadh. And during the last 18 months, we have been transferring our center of operations to the newly opened King Abdulaziz International Airport in Jeddah, Saudia's hub, and of course, the gateway to the future. And at the end of 2021, we inaugurated a new Al Fulsan Lounge, which covers an area of 3,500 square meters and is capable of accommodating up to 10,000 guests per day. This state-of-the-art facility has allowed us to make traveling to and from the kingdom, and of course beyond the kingdom, easier than ever through targeted waves of flight connections. Well, as you can see, we are ready to welcome the world to the kingdom to achieve Vision 2030's ambitious target of welcoming 100 million visits per year by the end of the decade. Today, Saudi has made it more convenient than ever to visit the beautiful country. Sorry, beautiful, but I would say also welcoming countries of Saudi Arabia, and wants to help travelers on every step of their journeys. In fact, we have made it so easy that you can build your whole journey with one click. By visiting saudia.com, you can book your ticket, arrange your e-visa, and book your hotel, as well as exciting tours and excursions from the vast portfolio found on Saudia Holidays website. Among the ticketing solutions for passengers traveling through Saudi Arabia, we will soon create the opportunity to enjoy a stopover. So for instance, if you are on your way to visit your family in Pakistan or in India, you will be able to stop by in Jeddah, perform your Umrah, and then connect onto your final destination from the wonderful new airport. As easy as that. Well, if the time was not a constraint, I would have loved to tell you more about all the efforts Saudi and everyone in the company has made over the past 2 years. And the love and dedication we all share for our company is reflected in Saudi many industry recognitions. We have achieved 5-star global airline ranking by Apex. And because your safety is paramount to us, diamond status for flight health and safety still by Apex. Because of Saudi exceptional implementation of safety measures and precautions during the pandemic. In addition, Saudi received from Travel Plus Airline Amenity Bag Award 2019, Gold Award for First Class Sleeper Suite, Gold Award for Business Class The Middle East, Highly Commended Award for Economy Class, World Most Improved Airline of 2021 by Skytrax, and most recently for the new Afusan International Lounge, Health Safety Certified Lounge by Apex, powered by Simplify. And is one of the 5 airlines that has received the world-class official airline still rating by Apex. Now, you may say that I'm showing off, but of course I'm proud of our achievement, and I hope you don't mind if I shared this with you all. Lastly, and please, Mr. Aid, forgive me if I take advantage of your hospitality. This is something that no one is liking in Saudi Arabia. Lastly, I would like to share, albeit briefly, my experience in Saudi Arabia as a woman in business and as a European woman. I've been traveling to the kingdom for the past 8 years, and every journey that I've made has been memorable and unique. And I was always made to feel safe and welcome. But what made this trip impressive was something that went far beyond the archaeological sites, the fancy sport events, or the seasons festival that, you know, we can all enjoy nowadays. It was the warmth of the Saudi people, the love and respect my colleagues and Saudi have shown from me from the very first day I started to work with them. Now, this is unique to the people of Saudi Arabia and strongly entwined in the everyday life and costumes. They have opened their homes and made me feel like a member of their families. This very same sentiment I experienced again very recently when I traveled to Saudi Arabia in October 2021, took part in a cruise and visited some of the magnificent sites of Saudi Arabia. We spoke before, Alula and Yambu. And of course, you know, the ancient monument and the crystal waters of the Red Sea were absolutely a marvel to see. But it was the people that left the biggest mark. Every single person we met along the way, whether was young or old, was striving to make our journey memorable and their hospitality like no other. So, if you're looking for a holiday-rich in culture, history, diverse ecosystems, beautiful coastlines, and Saudi Arabia's got 15,000 miles of them, safety, and so much more, look no further than Saudi Arabia. And of course, do travel with Saudia and start your journey like no other from the moment you arrive at the airport check-in. We can't wait to welcome you all. Thank you, and see you on board with Saudia.
Thank you so much, Patricia. Beautiful presentation. And definitely we need Saudi support for our travel trade globally to give them good seats, booking, block seats, charter groups, and to promote the Red Sea, to promote culture tourism, to promote Umrah Plus to start with. And the road to Mecca start with Saudi Airlines. It's the only airline that have direct connection from 85 global, local, regional destination. So always Saudi says proud to serve the guest of Allah, the guest of Saudi Arabia, and experience the rich hospitality that Saudi offers on its first class or horizon class or guest class, and also experience the Arabian coffee, Arabian dates, and the beautiful culture within the onboard music system, right? And all the lavish new aircraft that Saudi just purchased, new 57 new aircraft from Boeing and also from Airbus, and it have a mixed fleet. And there is the connectivity between international market and domestic destination, but that doesn't stop at that. Saudi, like for all, mainly like, Muslims like North America, North Europe, they can come and do a quick transit Umrah maybe for 24 hours. Then they can go and enjoy with their family all this rich culture, and then they can go also to their homeland country, like in the Indian subcontinent or North Africa or Middle East destination, and then go back to their destination in Europe or USA. So do you offer any promotional rates, Patricia?
Well, promotions are targeted depending on the country you're traveling with. They are very often given according to seasonality as well. But of course, we do offer special offers from time to time, and as well, our pricing is very well positioned for to travel from everywhere, and you have a wide range of pricing available, as you mentioned, from guest class to people that want to travel with a little bit more comfort. Well, a lot more comfort in business or first class.
Great. How about for groups? Like, if there is a society or a university or a school, they want to organize a whole charter flight or group, booking.
We offer facilities for people that want to travel in group, being 8+ to chartering the whole aircraft. Every department is invested in offering the right product to the right people. We are masters of groups because this is what we have done for the past many years. And now, of course, we are supporting the country vision of, enabling tourism and making it easier as well for people that want to travel to see the beautiful country. And as I said before, through our website, if from saudia.com, guests can book their flight and can also get their e-visa. Plus, through Saudi holidays, they can book hotels, tours. So we are supporting the country's vision by making all travelers, being tourists or traveling for religious purpose, we are there with the right product to help them and to make it easier than ever to book their journey into the beautiful country of Saudi Arabia.
Thank you so much. So,
may I ask a question?
Go ahead, Dr. Talib, Your Excellency.
Thank you so much. I think what Patricia said, the last part of her original presentation, is most important. It's the people that matter most. And the warmth of the people of Saudi Arabia is very significant. I just want to ask Patricia, where is she from? Where are you from, Patricia?
Originally, I'm from Italy, from the south of Italy, but I've lived in London for a long time. And I've enjoyed working with Saudi for the past 8 years.
Very good. That's all what I wanted. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, one more point I would like to mention. If you book Saudi Airline and use it for a direct flight between any international flight, then you want to connect to Middle East or Africa or to Far East, or vice versa, from Far East to Saudi Arabia, to Umrah, go to Europe, USA. it's the only airline that have that connectivity for 85 destinations. And by the way, that can save you a ticket when you book your whole itinerary with one airline. Isn't that right, Patricia?
Yes, yes.
It is correct, and of course, with the help of the new airport, connecting now through Saudi Arabia is easier than ever. I was lucky enough, I said in October, I traveled to Saudi Arabia and I used the airport, and boy, what a difference from the old Jeddah airport. This airport is, you can see that the country is ready to welcome the 100 million of visitors that they have planned, because the facility is truly incredible, and there is from the moment I arrived at check-in to when I arrived at the gate, I've timed, and it was less than 10 minutes. It is definitely one of the best airports I've been to. Congratulations to everyone.
Actually, that project costed about 5 billion. And I know the management of the Jeddah Airport company, now it's a company. And last week they selected an international company to co-manage with the new company that was part of the privatization plan for the Vision 2030. And hopefully they are targeting to be among the top 5 airports in the globe because of its strategic location, of the technology, and now the government investing a lot of money in training the locals. And when you have the policy of the government and you have the facility and the technology and the people, then you can compete according to the Airport Council International, and passenger can enjoy, the services that will be offered at King Abdulaziz Jeddah International Airport. There are beautiful lounges, like Saudi just launched the beautiful Fursan Lounge in Saudi in the airport, and then also they can come, as I said, maybe for a quick 24-hour trip, use Saudi Airline, go for holidays or go to their original home countries. So we are talking, if we say 1.7 billion Muslims and we take 10%, they want to enjoy all the Vision 2030. That's we're talking 170 million. That exceed the government expectation of 30 million pilgrims or 100 million tourists. Wish you all the best, and thank you so much, Patricia, for being with us tonight, supporting this Umrah Plus program as a partner in success in tonight's webinar, and we hope to see you more in our future webinars.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Now we would like to bring our big friend Julia from OTT, Online Travel Tourism, because Julia, she is a founder of this platform and she is very creative. She's passionate about training and recruitment in the tourism and aviation domain. And she visited Saudi Arabia last month, and we would like to first welcome you and tell us about your experience when you visited Saudi Arabia and the project that you are doing together jointly with Basira Group.
Al-Salam alaikum. It's an honor and a privilege, and firstly I'd like to thank His Royal Highness and for Raid Habis for inviting me to speak at this webinar today. And yes, indeed, I did fly to the wonderful kingdom last, just literally before Christmas, I think. And I flew Saudi Airlines, of course. And I think it's the most blessed airline in the entire world, because before you take off, there's a prayer. And I love that, actually. I feel as if we really are on our way and being very, very safe indeed. So, but obviously, apart from that, the service is excellent. And I enjoyed the entire trip. I got to meet Mr. Aid Habis as well, and a number of other very important people. I was part of the UK trade delegation for smart cities and technology. And I'm the founder of Online Travel Training, which is a technology platform. We actually help educate the travel trade around the world. We have 200,000 members, which are travel agents and tour operators and travel professionals, all needing to be educated about the different products, including, of course, coming on to Saudi Arabia, all of the very many different tourism products that will be coming out of it. They're building 5 amazing cities, which will all become tourism spots just on their own. Yeah, so we do this in 17 languages, including Arabic as well. And so it's a privilege to be able to help educate the world, to bring 100 million visitors. I mean, that's quite an ambitious goal. And I love the fact that Patrizia said that they were the wings of the vision, because I think that poetically, that's absolutely correct. So you need the airlines and the connections to bring the tourism. And we also need to educate the world about the culture and what they can expect. And like Patrizia was saying, I was treated so beautifully in the kingdom. I felt absolutely fine as a woman visiting. Yes, it's very, very welcoming. And the most thing was the energy of the country. They were so upbeat, everybody that we met. We had a lot of meetings and very passionate about Vision 2030 and very excited. And at the moment in London, things aren't exactly anywhere near as exciting. So it was wonderful to sort of be immersed in that environment. Anyway, so back to OTT, as we call it for short, Online Travel Training. It emerged as a platform because there's a lot of sales executive, account managers, tourism professionals that usually go and meet the travel trade at their offices. Often they'll meet them at exhibitions. And really, you can only meet so many people. So OTT spotted this as a niche, that if you wanted to meet more people at the time that they wanted to, then perhaps we want to put together some training materials. And so we create short micro training, no more than 20 minutes, where people put together all of their information online, which is then promoted and marketed to the travel trade. And then we data capture who is literally viewing those courses, how long they've spent viewing the courses. But through the COVID times, the platforms become even busier and even more important, because how do those sales executives, account managers, trade professionals meet the travel trade when they're all working from home, or in a hybrid way, in different ways? And so we're also now doing a lot more in events. So we have quiz technology, which is a bit of a fun event. Obviously, webinars people can run, and pretty soon we'll have a virtual classroom going live. So, for example, Egypt is hoping to run a class about, it's the anniversary of Tutankhamun this year, and so they want to run a class about archaeology and hieroglyphs, which is going to be very interesting. So it's just like another way of promoting the destination. Cape Town is going to be bringing in a shark diver that goes in a cage, and how they do it and why they do it. And again, that's sort of indirectly promoting Cape Town tourism. So we have a really great community of people, which we like to educate. We also do private academies and have more academic training, if you like, such as the IATA training, GDS training, and various other types of training for people to really get skilled in travel and tourism. And we're looking forward to working, inshallah, as you say, with the ministry, with Saudi Arabian Tourism Authority to help promote, and many other cities and so on, to help promote the kingdom to the travel trade, to bring them all over to Saudi Arabia and that's what we do. I can, if we, time has sort of run on, hasn't it? I can show a short explainer video. Raid, would you like me to do that, or should I leave it there?
You can if you wish, because it will explain. Actually, as Julia said, yeah, as Julia said, we are working jointly on developing the capacity training, intensive programs to help the tour operators, domestic management, destination management companies. Plus, hopefully, we will be working with a couple of national carrier airline and to train the travel trade on the products and the packages that local airline offer and local destination with the Ministry of Tourism. So please go ahead, Julia, and share the video.
Okay.
Imagine you could train more travel professionals more often without growing your sales team. OTT can achieve this for you. How? We are the
Sorry about that. I'll just try that one more time. I don't quite know what happened.
without growing your sales team. OTT can achieve this for you. How? We are the leading B2B marketing channel offering product training for the travel and tourism industry worldwide. We help travel suppliers increase sales through corporate and leisure travel agents, as well as tour operators, and maintain brand awareness across 21 countries. We have more than 165,000 global members who continue to expand their knowledge on your product or destination for free via a local site and in their own language. It is the most cost-effective way to reach the largest travel trade audience. How can OTT help? Create your own product training course and inform travel professionals about your key selling points using information you already have. Creating your own course is easy and quick to set up. Upload brochures, videos, photos, and other media to be instantly seen by thousands of travel professionals. Your dedicated account manager will help create your course and ensure your course gets maximum visibility and results. Get details on the travel professionals who took your course to support your field sales efforts. Message your travel professionals and invite the right agents to your events using our powerful GDPR-compliant email marketing tool. With over 200 courses, our huge content library covers all travel suppliers, including aviation, destinations, cruise, accommodation, and hotels, and is available in 15 languages. So if you want to reach and teach more travel professionals now, contact us on +44 0207 812 3800.
So I apologise for the poor sharing at the beginning. Anyway, at least hopefully you managed to see it.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Julie. Can we get a copy of that?
Yes, of course, absolutely. Yes, if anybody wishes a copy of that, I'll put it in. I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julia, for a beautiful, creative presentation. And actually, Julia and OTT are Basira group training technology partner in destination marketing. We will start with Saudi Arabia, hopefully, to train on Umrah Plus program. And we will also do a quick maybe 3-hour training courses to train the travel trade in more than 160,000 travel professionals around the globe to know more information about Umrah Plus, also about the Red Sea, about culture, tourism, and we are also going to work with regional tourism promotion boards like with Egypt, with Jordan, with Qatar, with Bahrain, with Dubai, and all the way up to Malaysia. So thank you so much for your patience. I know it's your weekend there in London and it's late, and your presence here means a lot to me. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you very much for the opportunity and lovely to meet you all.
Okay, great. Now we say last but not least, our hospitality man, Mr. Sharif Omar. He was the ex-general manager marketing for the Kempinski Hotel Group in the Middle East and North Africa. And now he is also representing the Shangri-La Group chain, which is one of the world top luxury brands. And Mr. Sharif, please take the mic and introduce yourself and your groups, and also your experience in tourism marketing and hospitality, and how you see the Umrah Plus program will work throughout the OIC countries.
Thank you, Mr. Raed. Thank you for the invitation. His Royal Highness Abdulaziz bin Nasser, Your Excellency Mr. Talib, Excellency Mr. Zazou, and the audience, and ladies and gentlemen on tonight. I do understand that we went through a little bit longer than expected, but bear with us a little bit. The last but not the least. My name is Sharif Omar. I am the head of global sales and distribution for the Shangri-La Group in the Middle East, in charge of a very fantastic brand existing worldwide. It's the Asian luxury hospitality for the worldwide. However, I'm not only...
You're from Egypt, today. Mr. Sharif? You're from Egypt?
Yes, I'm originally from Egypt.
Yes.
I lived in Saudi Arabia since 2000. I've been already veteran basically in the GCC market. However, I'm now based in UAE for last couple of years. But the early experience of travel and outbound business, it was in Saudi Arabia. And I was wanting to reflect on a quick point that was shared by Mr. Muhammad at the beginning of the event, when he was sharing about the struggle of creating the travel business in the beginning. I do remember at the time when I was in Saudi Arabia, I was part of Dalla al-Baraka Group. And at that time, it was a handful number of agencies at that time that they were allowed to do tourist visa. And it was a very early stage. And I do remember creating the packages at that time, where we were including the Eastern Province, certain destination in Jeddah. And it was, I think at that time, it was only 3 or 4 companies that were allowed this. But anyway, it's historical now when we looked back to this and to look to where we are standing today. What is the kind of opportunities that existing in the market. I'm having a tendency basically as well of developing and investment in travel technology companies. That is my area of expertise, and that's where as well I've been with Shangri-La for the distribution, online distribution experience. So it's been a journey. I have a mix of experience between travel industry, travel trade, hospitality, and management and technology. I'm having a presentation, but I don't want to kill you basically with the presentation. But it's a conclusion or of what is being discussed today, reflecting on the question about what is Umrah Plus. And I would like to share this, but I can create it as a conversation if you don't mind while we are going through the presentation. So I will just share my screen and then we can discuss. I prepared this one, and I'm going to as well to share what is coming from the Shangri-La group. So for me, as I shared, in almost 20 years in the region, I've seen basically a growth of the tourism for Saudi Arabia. It's a very enthusiastic and very advantage. The sector in itself is demonstrating a high potential and probability of the business in the market, aiming at by 2030 100 million, out of it, which are 75 million are international arrival. Very aggressive approach of contribution of the tourism from a 3% to ambitious 10% GDP. We are talking about billions of dollars of investment, creating Saudi seasons in different parts of Saudi Arabia, with fact and numbers that is reflecting the potential growth and ideal approach. I see a huge project investment opportunity in Saudi Arabia, and I'm putting here as a conclusion, a simple fact. The number of projects that we are talking about with the vision of 2030, with the Taif, Diraya, Al-Qadiyya, Faisaliya, downtown Jeddah, Neom, Al-Ola, King Salman Park, the Great Mosque of Mecca, Mall of Saudi Arabia. All of this project, when we look to the right-hand side of the page, the cost of those projects is a couple of billion of dollars. That is about actually creating the value. It's about creating a job for more than 2 million Saudi local in the business of tourism. That is a huge opportunity. This is a couple of pictures that give you an understanding of the kind of the project and the size and how it will look like as a project. While we are talking today, the current focus are on those cities, and I put it on the map. This is from Saudi Tourism Authority, basically, where creating the leverage on what is existing, just to see on a map how diversified are the cities and the reach. On each of those cities, in each of it, there is an opportunity, there is a business opportunity, there is a growth. There it will be with a combination of each of those cities with a nearby countries or a city, Dubai to Jeddah, or Cairo to Mecca, or Al-Ahsa to Kuwait, or Tabuk to Amman in Jordan, Asir to Muscat. So there is a plenty of opportunities that can be created about Umrah Plus, creating the value, the consolidation and the effort of the countries. Here I'm going through a quick overview of each of the cities and what is going on as development. Stunning, even the pictures that's here showing the combination of the historical alongside with the new. And with the support of the tourism in Saudi Arabia, we see a bigger vision. It's about creating hospitality assets, specialized in accommodation product, lifestyle mix project, wellness facilities, recreational hubs, entertainment, and food and beverage offering, while we don't miss adventure sport. All of these are key hubs basically to be created, and the infrastructure and the country is ready. I'm going to share here a quick video, hopefully that will enjoy it. It's a very short one, and it's going to demonstrate the diversification that existing in the country.
No sound.
I do apologize if the sound is not reflecting, but it's about as well to see the vision of view of different destination and location. Each city in itself is having a potential and it's a unique characteristic that by default creating a country. So while we are talking about what is on the stick for Umrah Plus, what is there for creating the value, we could see the diversification of the business model and what can be created into the market. Those are packages that are demonstrated to be curated in the market, and this is need a lot of effort in the market with there to create a strong DMCs and travel management companies that could handle those diversified business model and the need of the market. Focus on achieve the target, focus on the lenses of developing packages with there for families, friend, and couple. While the visit to be around entertainment, adventure, cruises, foodie, sport. Destinations were existing today, Al-Ola, Riyadh, and Jeddah. This need a lot of infrastructure, need a lot of effort from a DMC, from a technology company, from, I would say, transportation services that are aligned and available with proper technology, chauffeur services that is aligned to bring the value and the VIP services. All of this is needed. When we look to what has been done since till 2021 and up to March 22, we have seen the successful of Riyadh season. We are already on Al-Ola, and we are seeing what's going now with Jeddah season and the Formula One, and again it will be repeated in March 2022. This is a kind of an example of what has been done till now and as well in January as event activities and opportunities as well. And this is a timeline for a single option here on opportunity, which is Riyadh season. How many activities are included on 2021 and how extensive is the business and model during the coming couple of months in Riyadh alone, not to talk about the rest of the city. Something very special, and I've seen this video, and it's you would not expect this in a country where it's called desert, but it is not. It's showing as well the diversification that's available in the market or in the country. That it's been shared widely on the social media, and you can see as well how people are enjoying a different weather. This is, by the way, in Saudi Arabia.
I think we have lost your voice.
Sorry, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we can't hear the video.
Yes, I'm sorry for this. I think it's a setup. But the view is stunning. It's a picture with 1,000 words.
It is right.
So this, guys, just to give an example of what is at stake and what need to be developed. Today, I'm gonna divert my conversation more about Jeddah because of a specific where I'm gonna have a closure on my approach here, where we see the new opportunities of consolidated effort between countries, between Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Egypt, where the first cruise was created to deliver a valuable business model with MSC. This has already started since last year, 6th of November and end of 20th of March, and it's on rotation. And it's a great success since the start, and it delivered great values to south of Egypt, while delivering as well to Petra, and again, entertainment for Jeddah. Was there for tourists or as a local. Again, another option or opportunity on the east province between Dammam and Dubai and Abu Dhabi and the GCC on the Arabian Gulf. Again, more of created opportunities about excursion, and as I shared, the level of creating add values of service for the product, the DMCs, the service on the ground. And despite I'm coming from the hospitality, I can see that hospitality or accommodation alone is not a success unless we have all the additional services, whether it coming to technology around the deliverable of those package, business model to deliver great value for the customer coming to visit Saudi Arabia, and a great experience as a starting from the point of arrival, whether it's a transfer from an airport to a hotel, or as well the excursion services with all the activities that's done to the accommodation that it's happening in Saudi Arabia, with extensive high value of luxury as well that we are seeing of development, while maintaining an approach to accommodate all type of business with their families, business mice, corporate, and so on. If I may as well, during today, to share that a jewel of Shangri-La Group will be open soon in Jeddah. We are due in Q1 this year to open the first Shangri-La hotel in Jeddah. That will be a stunning 80 hotel in Saudi Arabia. Of course, Shangri-La as a group is having a history of luxury worldwide, 86 hotels worldwide, 76 destinations in 22 countries. But as I'm sharing, and today I'm talking about Jeddah and Saudi Arabia, we are proud that in due time, we are opening the newest hotel in Saudi Arabia, the Shangri-La Jeddah, a 65-story tower, luxurious building that will be in Jeddah, overlooking the Corniche side. I'm just sharing the couple of pictures basically to have an overview of the product. 235 rooms and suite overlooking an open view to the sea. A very high-end product that I'm considering the jewel that will be open soon in Saudi Arabia. Without taking out that empowering moment, empowering the local talent to join our business in the hospitality, which is a growth that could be as well aligned with the training with needed in the market. We are not missing a piece in this opening, whether it's coming from culinary, food and beverage, families, wellness, the first She Spa that will be open, facilities for meeting and wedding as well, which is key component in the Saudi market. Without taking out that we're still very committed to the well-being of everyone, which there is our employees and as well our guests. That is a commitment of Shangri-La Cares. Kind of loyalty program, as I'm sharing that it's going to be the tallest tower in Jeddah. Shangri-La Hotel will be ground to the 26th floor, and then Burj Asila residence from the 27th floor to the 63rd floor. If any additional information or contact request, my contact details is on the screen. I'm happy to share more details of the opportunities in Saudi Arabia with there from hospitality and from travel industry approach. Thank you very much for your attention and for your time. Hopefully that was not too long. And thank you very much, everyone, for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sharif. And we cannot wait till you start opening the Shangri-La beautiful 65-story luxury hotel. When is it going to be all open? I mean, you are muted, Sharif.
Sorry, I was gonna say it's a secret date, but it's very soon. So you will be.
I hope before the Formula One in March.
It is gonna be. Actually, we were due to open on a soft opening before the Formula One in December. However, in November, sorry, and we decided like we need to deliver the best level of service, so we delayed kind of a bit the opening, and we decided to open in Q1 this year.
Great, and good luck. And you may use Julia platform to train the travel trade globally, and maybe there could be some arrangement with Saudi Airlines, you know, and then that would be a benefit for all the lives.
I think there was a great suggestion from Zazo related to a network of interest of business. And I think all who are attending today are very much involved in the tourism and to grow the tourism to Saudi Arabia. So that's a great opportunity of creating a brainstorm networking here with all the services, with the technology. Yeah.
And I love the way you presented the vision, the tourism, recreation, entertainment, sport, and all the statistics, and also the hospitality and the future project. Thank you so much, Sharif, for all this great presentation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, Mr. Habis, I would like to ask if Mr. Fuzi Bondaji is here or not.
Go ahead, Mr. Sultani.
Is Mr. Fuzi Bondaji here? He's the last speaker, but I don't see him. Is he here?
I don't think he's here. So
I think with the time difference with yes.
So okay, now we want to give time for you, great participant audience, and now it's time for question and answer. If you like to ask His Highness or Excellencies, Dr. Talib, Dr. Hisham, or any of the guest speaker, please raise your hand and we will take it one by one. And please try to make it short as much as possible. Mr. Fahad Al-Mansouri, please.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Actually, I am very honored to participate in this important Zoom meeting. First of all, I like to say thank you very much for His Royal Highness and for your good self, Mr. Raid, and for everyone. Actually, this meeting, it's very important and it gives a very clear picture about the whole project will be in Jeddah, as you mentioned, according to 2030, this for His Royal Highness vision. And I am very look forward for March, because a lot of projects will be open in March, inshallah, like Shangri-La Hotel and other projects. I wish for everyone all success, and inshallah, I wish them all the best during their staying here in Jeddah or visiting Jeddah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency Ambassador Fahad Al-Mansouri, and we enjoyed your interaction. Thanks a lot. Any more questions, please?
Yeah, can I say something?
Please present your name, Mr. Mohammed Al-Nafei.
Mohammed Al-Nafei. I can see from the group that we have all the needed for a package to be successful. For example, we have the carrier, which is Saudi. We have the hotels. We have the companies. We have the softwares. We have all the things that we need to design a real good package with a reasonable price to convince people to come and visit Saudi Arabia.
So what is your recommendation, Mr. Mohammed?
As we suggested, and somebody was suggesting a while ago, you make a group, Mr. Raid, for which includes.
So we will make a product packaging group.
Yes,
and whoever would like to participate in this group and could be a service provider, supplier, airline, hotelier, destination management, technology, marketing. Please, you are welcome to put in the chat that you would like to join this product development and marketing group. Thank you for a good recommendation.
Thank you.
Any more questions, please? Is Mr. Ratish here, please?
Yes, sir. I am here. I am, first of all, thank you to His Royal Highness and to Mr. Raid Hafiz for inviting me on this Zoom call. A special thanks to all the guests on this webinar. It's a very informative webinar, but I would like to add, everybody mentioned about airlines, hotels, packages. I would like to bring in a special product which is ground transportation, and we've built a technology which is named as Drivado.com, and we do global chauffeur service. We do airport pickup drops. We do point-to-point transfers. We do hourly disposals on a global platform. We are very close to start an office in the kingdom, and transportation, as far as the packages goes, or the hospitality goes, or the leisure, or the pilgrimage goes, transportation is the most important sector for everything, and we've tried to organize a sector which was very unorganized. It's an online platform where people can go, book, and enjoy the services. We have tried to bridge the gap between Uber service and a professional chauffeur service. Drivado brings, rather, it cuts the hassle between Uber and a professional chauffeur service, because Uber, when you book a Uber, you need an internet connection. Then the driver will always ask you to come at certain point of the pickup. There are issues. Maybe there are surge pricing. There are a number of things. But for Drivado, it's like once you've paid, once you've booked, it's a confirmed service. All our chauffeurs pick up the guests from the arrival hall, and they are received, they are met, and all our drivers do a meet and greet service at the airport, and they escort the guests to the car. With the same technology, we have developed the technology of tracking the driver as well, which will give you a live tracking of the driver waiting for you at the airport on your mobile phone, dropping, the driver taking you to your destination. So if a travel company books a service on his client's behalf, it will give them an edge to track the service, and it might cut the hassle of making phone calls, or the client not meeting the driver at the right time. So it's a very professional service. I would like to share a small video. Mr. Habis, if you give me the permission, I would like to share the video. It will make more sense.
Mr. Sultani, please, you are in control. Allow Mr. Ratish to share the video.
Yes, sir. Please share your screen.
Yes, sir. I will just share the video.
Actually, this is a disruptive technology in the hospitality and transportation. And please, Patricia, I think this is a good technology for Saudi Al Fursan VIP customers. And also, it's a good product for luxury travelers between airports and hotels. And I love the technology and the concept. We have a problem with the voice.
I think from the control point, you cannot do it anyway for all the videos if it is shared from the sharer. I think it needs to be at the center.
We'll take care of it next time, Mr. Sultan.
No, the voice is on, but I think he should turn it on somewhere.
Audio source. We have a technology manager here. He says the audio source file with the control. Mr. Ratish, you need to select the audio source.
Yeah.
We cannot hear the voice of the video.
I'm sorry, but I think it's
your audio source file.
There is no the option from the share.
I think you need to go to do it from Zoom setting, Mr. Ratish.
Yeah.
So,
yes, sir.
your Zoom setting, the audio source file need to be adjusted. We cannot hear anything. So, anyways, maybe we'll do it in our next webinar. Thank you very much.
No problem.
And I think you're presenting disruptive, distinctive technology for the hospitality industry and for business traveler. And hopefully we'll give you more chance to present it in our next webinar. Now, I want to see if there is any more questions or answers. هل في أي أسئلة أو أحد عنده سؤال؟ Mr. Talal Samarkandi, please.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام. لو تعرفنا بنفسك وجهها لو سمحت.
My name is Talal Samarkandi. I'm an architect and I am a member of the architectural division in Saudi Council of Engineers, the deputy chairman and the chairman for the professional practice in Al Umrah Association. Also, I am a tourist guide since about 7 years. I just want to confirm some of the information that Saudi Arabia is a very nice big country, has a lot of opportunities for the tourists, especially in the near future and the far future. That's include the arts festivals, sports festivals, exhibitions, conferences, the historical areas, the religious tourism, educational development, and upgrading the skills, hiking, sea activities, and also we have all types of features. We have the natural features, the urban features, the custom, the arts, the locations, and especially that we have so many prophets were lived in Saudi Arabia, starting from Adam, who lived in Mecca and buried in Mecca. Then we have Noah, Ibrahim, Ismail, Moses, Hud, Harun, Saleh, and Dhul Qarnayn, and Muhammad. So we have a lot of opportunities, and all types of governmental agencies are working day and night to facilitate the visiting and entertainment for the visitors. We as a tourist guides, we are now trained for so many types of visitors. That is the cruise visitors, the food festival visitors, the normal visitors, and we are still working on, and inshallah we have a very great opportunities and welcome everybody. And if you want, we can share with you. I just registered my name in the list, and I hope I can participate in the Umrah Plus agenda and what they're supposed to see and how we can facilitate their trips. Thank you for this.
Thank you so much, Engineer Talal. By the way, I know you, I met you last time 20 years ago, but I do speak to Engineer Wright maybe 2 weeks ago. I spoke with him. Thank you for leaving your contact. We will contact you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, any more questions, please? Yes,
Mr. Yanko.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much to the organizers for this perfect meeting. It was really a big pleasure for all of us. I am general manager of the biggest tourist attraction in our country, and I tried many times.
Which country, Mr. Yanko, Your Excellency?
Bulgaria.
It's Bulgaria. It's Bulgaria.
Maybe we need to do another webinar on Bulgaria because we have a little information about it. So,
yes.
Thank you, Mr. Yanko, for participating.
Next time I will show you the short video of our castle because the time is too short already. But I want to ask from the organizers of the event to send us the short list of incoming tourist companies or the companies who are responsible for outgoing tourism. It's very important for us because so many websites in Saudi Arabia, and we tried many times without any real result. So if the organizers of this event will be so kind, it will be very useful not only for us, but for everybody who participate in this event. Thank you very much once again. Also, this idea for creating a working group is perfect to continue everything we discussed today. And I wish best of luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do I
Thank you, sir.
understand, Mr. Yanko, that you are interested in the Saudi outbound travel market, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, because we do organize under Basira destination marketing business development. We worked a lot with the Ministry of Tourism of Malaysia, and we work also with a couple of ministries, Tourism Promotion Board. So a pure email with Mr. Sultani, we can contact you and we can organize something customized to promote Bulgaria to the Saudi outbound travel, which they spend over 50 billion riyal annually before COVID. But Bulgaria, we worked with Georgia. Now we are getting requests from Tatarstan. I met with the Minister of Tourism. He visited our office about a month and a half. Saudi outbound is considered to be the British Tourism Promotion Board among the top tourists because they stay longer, they spend a lot, they go in big family groups. And I recommend that in this working group, we make a session with Mrs. Julia from OTT and also with Mr. Sharif and Mr. Ratesh, because there is a technology, easy rooms, and that could be the technology to do all the packaging and to put it on that online booking engine for the outbound travel. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
We
once
have
again.
now Mr. Sid Fritz, please. He wants to speak.
Okay, Mr. Sid, please, my call yours.
Yes, thank you, and I'm very honored. Thank you, Royal Highness. Thank you for the tourism group. My story is a little unique. I grew up in Saudi Arabia in the 70s and 80s. I just went viral through last week. I was given the opportunity through Saudi Airlines. I will be arriving on next week on the 28th in Riyadh. I know Mr. Abed Gary, he's a tour there in the kingdom, and Mrs. Abir. My love for the kingdom and my love for the Muslim community and so forth is very, very deep. What I'd like to say is I'd like to be a part of bringing Americans to the kingdom and show them what we have to offer in Aula, in Jeddah, in Al Balad, in the Riyadh, and so if there's any way I could be a part of anything there to help launch tourism, I would be honored to do that. And I'd like to, share my story with each and every one of you.
Thank you, Mr. Sitti, for attending this webinar tonight. If I may ask you, which part of Saudi you lived and when?
I'm a Jaddawi. I lived in Jeddah. Yes, I just went by.
Can I say something? Sorry to interrupt. I think said your father was in Saudi Airline, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
He 78 to
Sir,
85,
yes.
and
Sarad, his video was viral
did
on our WhatsApp group lately.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes,
great.
it was seen. It was seen 8 million times in 24 hours, and I was very honored. It's unbelievable. Saudi Airlines is sending me there on the 28th, and they're picking up the whole tab and the Formula E race, the Aula, Abha, and then in Jeddah. And they're sponsoring me to come there, and I'm very honored, man. I tell you, it's such a blessing, and for what they're doing for me and my dad. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, this is part of Saudi Airline and Saudi Arabia Hospitality. And since your dad was working there, that's great. And I believe you lived in Saudi City. So you must have enjoyed it during those early days. Anyways, please leave your contact, and maybe we can organize something called Aramco Plus, because I have a lot of colleagues that they would like to bring back or go back to history when their dads discovered the oil, when King Abdulaziz, the founder, signed up with President Roosevelt, and that would be a good group to organize together with you. And when you come to Jeddah, you can meet me, and hopefully if you are going to be in Riyadh, inshallah we can organize for you to meet with the Royal Highness.
I would love that. Shukran, shukran.
Thank you, sir. Okay, any more question, please? Any more question? Yes, please feel free before we close this session. Okay, I guess no more question.
Hi, this is Shirley. Can I say something, please? I don't really have a question.
Yeah, say it, please. Mike, all you, Sherry. Where are you from, and present yourself.
Thank you so much. So I'm originally from Ghana, West Africa. I live in the UK. I've traveled quite a bit. I had the pleasure of meeting Reza a few sessions back with his wonderful webinars. I'm honored to have been invited to join, and I've just been listening, and I've just been blown away by just the contributions, and I think it's really opened my mind to discovering the country. So I just want to thank you all for using your time and just opening our minds, because that's what tourism is about. It's about the stories, and it's about connecting different people. So I just really wanted to thank you all for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sherry. We hope to see you in Saudi Arabia. Welcome.
Hi, it's Randy Winter here, and I just wanted to thank you, as always, Raid, for putting together something so professional, bringing such a broad spectrum of speakers and guests, and of course, His Royal Highness. And I'm based in North America, in Vancouver, British Columbia, and from the United States. And I'm both a travel specialist and a travel writer. And I would love to connect with everybody and help to make this dream come true. I can 110% vouch for Mohammed's services. He just helped one of my VIP clients who came to Saudi Arabia to be a speaker at a conference. And I really have enjoyed being part of the group.
Which
and I look
conference,
forward to working.
Randy?
Yes.
The camel milk, the camel race festival, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, Randy is a great friend from Vancouver. She's been in the travel trade for over, I think, 30 years. She's one of the very fine travel professionals. She organized outbound tourists, and we hope you organize for Saudi Arabia. And thank you for the good testimony for Mr. Mohammed al-Nifai, who organized.
And for yourself. We couldn't do any of this without you. So it's greatly appreciated. And I'm always interested in stories. I write for LuxBeat magazine. And you can find more information in my bio. I'm on LinkedIn and also on the P2P Life. I'm already on the list. So anybody who'd like to reach out to me, I hope I'm going to be a great resource person for you, and I can't wait to come myself. Thank you.
Thank you for participating and this testimony, and please post your contact in the chat, and anybody who would like to connect with Randy. She's a very smart, dedicated professional in travel and in many other skills. Thanks a lot.
I'd also like to introduce one of my guests who's on the call, and it's Professor Stephen Shore, and he is a world expert. Yes, he is, and we're really looking forward to having the conversation.
Please, Steve, welcome.
I am right here.
Speak.
And it's, I'm from the Northeast United States. I've been to Saudi Arabia twice. I've been to speak at conferences on autism, and I enjoyed my time thoroughly, and I look forward to returning.
We look forward to welcome you and welcome to Saudi. Tell us, Steve, what you spoke in that conference in Saudi Arabia.
I talked about I am on the autism spectrum. I'm autistic. And so what I talked about was life experiences being autistic and how we can support autistic students in school. And I am now focusing on developing supports for autistic individuals to be employed. So I'm working on employment because autistic children grow up to be autistic adults, and everybody's got to work, and that includes people on the autism spectrum.
That's right.
Excellent. By the way, Steve, sure, I had a good meeting with him, and I want to tell you, Dr. Talib is very much interested with Randy to establish special needy traveler.
That's right.
Especially the autistic, and to make this more awareness globally. And maybe you can help this initiative, Dr. Talib, since
Definitely.
you beat the UNWTO twice in United Nations for tourism organization.
Definitely, Mr. Wright.
Yeah,
I
think that tourism is a perfect industry for people on the spectrum because of their immense, unique talents and focus and friendliness. And I really think that it would be a wonderful way for people to be able to stretch their abilities and also to be able to meet people, because a lot of cultures really do not accept, and there really aren't enough programs. And without early childhood education, Stephen is very modest. He's a professor and he has 3 degrees and literally speaks all over the world. And if any of you heard of his first book, Autism for Dummies, and any of his subsequent work, I highly recommend it. But I think tourism, I'm passionate about tourism. I have been for years. And to me, to be able to pull together other aspects of life and integrate it into tourism, I think would be one of the biggest gifts that could possibly come out of a conference like this, and pull together different people's talents, both
That's
for the
right.
training, for everything else. So thank you, Dr. Taub. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raed, for allowing us to have this platform.
I wanna comment something, since His Royal Highness is with us, Prince Abdulaziz bin Nasser. There is a foundation under his father's name, God bless his soul, Prince Nasser bin Abdulaziz. It is the first autism society in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So Steve, maybe we will organize for you and Randy on a separate meeting to see what you can do for His Royal Highness Prince Nasser bin Abdulaziz Autistic Society.
Yeah, I'd be honored to do so.
Thank you. And by the way, Mr. Professor Steve is one of the very smartest people, and that hire or recruit for all or most of the technology companies in San Francisco, right, Steve? And you recruit very smart autistic people that share with us the experience.
I think that might be I think that might be somebody else, but I have been involved.
That was in the conference we had with Randy, but anyways, you know about autistic, very smart, and we should.
Sorry, Steve, it was the original call with Karen. That's what he's referring to.
Okay, all right. It wasn't a physical conference being somewhere, but okay, now it makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. So it's really nice to meet you, and thank you for coming tonight.
Oh, well, thank you for this event.
Great to meet you, sir.
Likewise.
Any more questions or comment, please?
Yes. Okay, it's Shirley again. I do have a question, and I wanted to know if there's any appetite to adopt Web3 in terms of technology and tourism.
Please send it to the email, and we may look at it with our technology working.
Thank you so much.
It have to be really disruptive and distinctive.
Hi, you can connect with me. You can connect with me, Randy Winter, and we can talk about it. I'm already working on Web 3.0 projects as well. So just message me. My name is on the list. That would be terrific.
I would love to do that. I think there's so much possibility in terms of what it offers, and collectibles and souvenirs as much as well as.
I'm already on it. That would be perfect. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay.
Terrific.
Now I think we have gone over time, but it was really great meeting you all. Before we close, I would like to give a very special thanks to His Royal Highness, Dr. Abdulaziz bin Nasser, our chairman, His Excellency Dr. Talib, His Excellency Dr. Hisham, and all the guest speakers tonight, all participants. This is only a start, and I promise you we will go through a journey, and we will try our best level to organize this webinar on monthly basis, and hopefully we will grow this community into a global community. Thank you so much. Shukran, Malaki. شكرا معالي الدكتور طارق، شكرا معالي الدكتور هشام، شكرا لكل من شارك معنا الليلة من ضيوف متحدثين ومشاركين، ونأمل إن شاء الله مقابلتكم في لقاءات قادمة، وإن شاء الله هذه البداية والانطلاقة.
إن شاء الله. على العموم I thank everybody who joined us tonight, and thank you very much for all you offered, for all of your support, for everything. Thank you very much, and see you later.
Thank you, Royal Highness. Thank you, Royal Highness. شكرا جزيلا. شكرا.
شكرا.
And shukran, Mr. Rad Habis, and thank you very much, Mr. Rad Habis. He has done so much and helping opening up the Saudi Arabia to the tourism and development and many other important issues.
Tell me where we're going.
Making the tourism meaningful.
Actually, I want to thank you, Brother Reza Sultani from Webinar, and you have done excellent work. You worked with me during the past 2 months to put up this webinar, and hopefully it will be a start of the journey. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much,
and
sir.
good night.
And everybody else.
Good night.
It was really wonderful.
Good
The
night.
recording will be
Thank you,
tomorrow
Reza.
ready. Thank
Good
you. The
night.
recording
Thank
will
you.
be ready tomorrow
Shukran,
with the
everyone.
profile of the speakers.
Very
Thank
good.
you
Very
so
good.
much.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you,
Reza.
Patricia.
شكرا لكم جميعا
شكرا.
ونتمنى لكم يوم جميل.
السلام
شكرا.
عليكم.
شكرا. شكرا.
شكرا لكم. شرفنا بكم جميعا.
Salam. Thank you, Mr. Yanko.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great job, Reza.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
this
thank
was
you
great.
for, you know,